Live at TFNN, The Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Dow down 74, NASDAQ off 18, S&Ps are off 15. We got gold down 27. Bonds are up 3 ticks. King dollar's on the move, up 33 ticks. Euro is crushed. You might as well, the European Union is done. Well, but it's going to be all right. Merkel will come out afterwards and say, okay, listen, you know, we're not going to save the whole world here today, but, you know, we're working on it. She's working on it, all right.
They've been working on it for months. Well, they're going to look. It's got to be worked on for years. But right now, with the number, you know, the thing is that the more times that they come out with press release plans,
right? Okay,
that they actually aren't even able to execute on, you know, the worse that it truly is going to get for everybody. Because you know, I was talking about, you know, that the importance of having trust and understanding trust.
Yes.
Okay, and how, you know, you can get to point A. From A to Z,
right?
Just, you know, the speed of trust is the fastest thing out there.
No doubt.
The problem is it's just the opposite is true, right? When there is no trust, no faith, okay, then it works just as fast as well. And so, you know, if you've got to fix a problem, whether it's, you know, in yourself, your company,
right,
or what have you, you know, what you've got is you've got a real shot to, you know, go back into your cave, take a look at what needs to be done, come out and do it, and with conviction.
Right.
And that's what these guys ought to be doing.
Right.
Not this, you know, we're going to feed you a little crumb here, like they're orchestrating some big thing, you know, because the market is saying, you know, baloney.
What I love is that, okay, so we know we trade off the numbers, we trade off the patents, right?
Yeah.
I love trading against the politicians. Because I have the numbers. We have the numbers in front of us. And the most logical, common sense deal, and it's pretty simple, folks, and it doesn't matter whether it's a politician in the United States or in Europe.
Yeah.
They're all the same. They're a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
You know, they're a bunch of creeps.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
They are. Well, Corzine, it's going to be great because we're going to watch Corzine go to jail, folks. Because Corzine is talking. He didn't take the fifth.
Yeah.
His lawyer,
okay.
I bet, told him to take the fifth. He's out of his mind not taking the fifth.
Yeah.
Because what you're going to...
Yes,
you know,
I agree.
If you know anything about the law, as soon as you say one thing, what you're going to have is that the other guys that are around him, you know that a Fed's going to get hold of someone else around him, and you know, he's going to be in a meeting saying, "Hey, you know, someone told him to move that money."
Yeah,
you know, was it one of the tigers in the den? This was pretty fun. Did you remember that? What was the man, it was that classic show about the war, Clinker. Remember that? Oh, what's the name of that show?
It was a television show?
Yeah, it was that thing that was going on. Give me a hand in there. Hogan's Heroes. Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, Hogan's Heroes.
Right. And they would go, remember
Schultz.
Yeah,
Schultzy.
Yeah, remember he didn't know anything, right? I don't know anything.
I
know nothing. Right.
Okay.
Oh my God, I'm telling you, man. You know, it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. And you know, Corzine had no downside, folks. Just taking the fifth. You know,
right?
I mean,
right.
His only downside would be an ego downside. You know, I mean that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see. But they all think that, you know, untouchable, you know.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first senator in 101 years that got subpoenaed.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, 101 years. Isn't that a mind blower? I'm telling you, man.
Hey, he deserves to be subpoenaed. He deserves to be hung.
Yeah. And he's being cute. He's taking blame for the trade, but he's claiming he doesn't know where the money is. He was in shock.
Yeah.
He's in shock. Give me a break.
Of course, there's the unfortunate thing is there's others that are out there probably with the same trade, just more, you know, just a little more liquid, if you will.
Oh, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So he probably knows that the likely outcome of this thing is just a fairly large implosion.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
And so you know, he'll have some company.
He'll have some company, and the real key is going to be how long does it take. You know, to get down to it as to who moved the money and who said to move the money.
I mean, would you say in his case, though, the real issue is just simply the mere fact of customer money that was commingled and is unaccountable for? Or,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So if he just simply had made just simply a bad trade, everything imploded.
That's
That's the
as long as it's with the firm's money.
Yeah.
And the equity lost out. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be out here, saying he should go to jail.
Yeah.
But moving customer money, that's fraud. That's basically, I mean, the thing that we don't know, and I guess that may be legal, and this is what is really screwed up, okay, is, in fact, can they, in the futures market, can they move customer money? Now, that in itself, if they can, and it seems like certain times of the day they actually can move it, well, then that's going to be gray.
Yeah.
That's going to be gray, and there is a difference if he just lost the money, he lost the money.
Yeah.
But now he's claiming, this is where I think he's going to get in trouble. He's claiming that he's in shock.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
so that's what he's saying. Hey, look, I'm responsible for the trade.
Right.
Okay, we got to do a bad trade.
Right.
But the customer's money's gone?
That's right. That's right. So now all the feds need is for someone to say to the feds and to say to the grand jury that, no, he knew we moved the money.
Right.
Because now he just testified in Congress, folks, that he doesn't know. So all he has to, now they just have to put him in the room.
Yeah.
And I can't picture, a CEO of a company moving the money without him knowing it.
Right.
So, and, the rats are going to be jumping the ship. There's no doubt about it. So we'll see where this shakes out.
Absolutely.
Now today, let's see what we got here.
So Germany. I mean, I didn't really hear all their, there was scheduled press releases. So what? Merkel came out, Sarkozy came out, the ECB came out. Well, everybody was coming out of the woodwork.
It was interesting how they played this deal out.
Okay.
First, they come out. The ECB come down 25 basis points,
okay. which was
the market knew.
Yeah,
right.
That's right. Okay.
What happened there though is that the euro went positive. Tested 2 days ago high.
Which was a fundamental counterintuitive.
Big time.
Okay.
Because folks, if you get down on rates, your currency get weaker, not stronger. Right.
That's right.
So that was a perfect move. I says, okay, here we go. That was cool.
Yeah.
Gave it up, just spiked it. So remember I said that when you come down hard, folks, these spikes are always in place, and I don't know why it happens, but it does. Okay.
Yeah.
So it always spikes first, then lets loose.
Yes.
So then what ends up happening, and they had this set up real nice, because then what happened is that, the European leader, the central bank leader, he come out and, said, he sees Europe slowing down and all this. And then they put Merkel out right after it. And now Merkel says, well, you can't expect miracles. And that's when the thing started tanking.
Okay.
And she was basically telling the market, listen, you're not going to come out of here with anything. So they try to get it all out at once. And that's telling me that it is all out right now. It's not like they're going to be doing something tomorrow. No.
Okay, so because tomorrow is another round.
It's absolutely another
PR.
round. Right.
Okay.
Right. And now what's really cool, and this is where it gets really wild, folks, is that when you actually look at the markets right now, the Dow's only down 66 points.
Right.
Top line number.
Right.
Well, you wait by 3 o'clock. I bet we're down 200 to 250. This is the ultimate way to basically push stocks out in a huge way. People will look at this and say, "Oh my God, hold it! This is we're okay. We're okay."
That's right.
Bottom line, folks, you'll see. It seems that these downdrafts will come out of nowhere, but it's not coming out of nowhere. Okay.
Yes.
This is the setup. This is the ultimate setup for 200, 300, 400 down.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And if we get once it gets going, we'll see things that we haven't seen in a few years here. But get your helmets on.
Well, I mean, if you just simply take a look at right now, just a little bit of a correlation where you've got the dollar index up 30 ticks. So it's trading out right where we were on December 6th with regard to the dollar index. Now, and so that says that the S&P should actually be trading right now at 1244. You're trading at 1250.92. So, as long as they've got the dollar continue to put pressure on there, the euro start to fall apart. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, what's interesting is that the euro, no doubt, has gone down more than the dollar's gone up.
Yes.
And, when we take a look at this, all you need is a little more cause in the dollar, and you're going to see the dollar at that 79.60, And, that's a long way from where we are right now, folks, but it can get there, in a heartbeat. Because that first acceleration up was a beauty, man.
Yeah, and look, the dollar index, which we both have up on our screen. It's got a very bullish pattern out here. Every time it keeps trying to come down to a support area,
and the bullish pattern,
it rejects it.
And the bullish pattern it has is not the bulls you put up yesterday. We got real bulls, folks.
I'll find those other
Did you
bulls.
see his bulls?
I'll find those. I love that picture.
See, we're prejudiced, folks. They were wimpy bulls.
I love that.
I love that picture, too. Beat that bull in a second.
I've got another one. And I think I pulled it out once before where it's a bull trap and it's a bull being hung with a noose around its neck.
Look at
and
this.
you got bear traps.
This is we're not watching the
really.
If Biden is praising Corzine at that
really,
is that live? We're asking someone in the Tigers Den right now. I got to hear this.
Oh my goodness!
No, see that? Yeah, see you're spreading propaganda. Look at him. Look at it. Yeah, that's why I asked him this live. See that? What's his agenda? Axeman, what's your agenda? See that? Propaganda, man. Unbelievable.
That's great.
Oh, man, look at that.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. See that? Be careful what you, hear out here, folks, including from us. Yeah, right. See that? He had an agenda in there. Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's
okay, so
that's
hey, let's go over to the gold market. We take a look at the gold market out here. Gold. You talk about a spread in price today. Whoa, baby. So from top to bottom, 1760 or 1720.
Yeah.
And this baby, that first leg down was a big one. The next leg down, I suspect, is going to be just as big. It's going to have to build some cars up here, but the first leg down, folks, had 13,000 contracts. That's a big number. And that 13,000 was only coming into 1900.
They did spike it down.
Yeah.
At 9:30.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As soon as the thing that's amazing here, folks, is that the King dollar hasn't moved that much. We're only talking about 32 ticks.
That's right. That's right. It's going to move though. And so what's the price prediction?
I'm going to cook it a few bacon and eggs. Where do they taste my bacon and eggs, man? Oh, really get going.
Well, so right now, is this setting up another ABC up?
Yeah.
You think? And
82.50.
Okay.
Well, I'm taking the small one.
Okay.
Just a small one is 82.50.
Okay.
Taking over the 79.80.
Yeah.
Now, what gets interesting here is that once you get to 82.50, right?
Yeah.
The game is on not only to 89, but I can make the game on to par, which is just amazing.
Yeah.
And I suspect we're talking 6 months, 8 months, a year, folks. Okay, but that's how it seems to be setting up. I mean, if it ever goes there in 3 months, watch out, man. You better have more than one helmet. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds. I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit tfnn.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC.
Hi, folks. Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you, folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to tigermetalexchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. tigermetalexchange.com. The only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We have the Dow down 81, NASDAQ off 23, S&Ps are off 12, and gold contracts off 28. Folks, as you come over to TFNN, we get a Tiger Dollar promotion going that started last night that goes till December 18th. Now, the way this works is that if you've ever used Tiger Dollars, any amount, $250 and over, we give you an additional 30% to spend with all services at TFNN with no expiration date, okay? Now, we get a twist on this one because it's the holidays. What we're going to do is this. If you spend $1,000, you get the extra $300 on your account, so you get $1,300.
Yeah.
But then we're going to take 10% of the cash, and we're going to give it to the Salvation Army. And we're going to give it to the Salvation Army in your name, so you will actually get the deduction. So if it's under $1,000, we're going to donate 5% of it.
I love it.
You know, so the bottom line, folks, is that you'll get the deal, number one. You'll get the deduction. And we're going to help a lot of people because the Salvation Army is just incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, their administration, I don't know if the administration expenses are 1 or 2%, but it's absolutely minimal, folks.
And it's a volunteer army.
It's a volunteer army. The way I was looking at it is that it's across all our communities.
Yes,
so,
for sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
we did the food bank. I did the food bank, and you know that worked out great. And I want to thank all of the folks that sent $20 into giftoffood.org because plenty of them did.
Yes,
and that's a Pinellas County deal, which is great. But you know, the Salvation Army is right across the world.
Yeah.
You know, so which is just dynamite. Euro. Euro's getting toasted. I mean, we could get actually 2 pennies on the euro today. It's a penny right now. That doesn't sound like a lot, folks, but that's a lot.
There's a lot of pressure on the markets, for sure.
Yes.
And what I was showing folks during the first hour, and I just simply had put up a 120-minute chart on the euro.
Okay.
And so what I was showing was this Gartley buy pattern, that the euro was set up right at the 132.8 area. In range, in change, because you got a 1.618 expansion, 786 retracement. And you're coming right against the breakout.
Okay.
So And the reason why I pointed that out to folks is because that would be a normal area where you would see some support.
Right.
And that if this area gets broken, what we know about the Gartley buy patterns at the 0.786 is if that gets broken, that leads to a butterfly. And the butterfly expansion on this thing would take the euro down to 131.2. Okay. And what's really interesting about that is when you pull this whole thing back,
right?
Okay, at 131.2, it ends up being a larger move of the move.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? It gets all the way back down to the October 4th area.
Right.
Which is where we've been saying that the markets need to go to anyway.
Period.
Just, if you're a bull, you want to see the markets get down to October 4th and test that area and reject it and then move higher.
Right. No.
And there would be nothing wrong with the markets, but you got volume down there. You don't like having untested lows with volume down there.
No, there's not, because the bottom line, it's going to go back there, and if you're in at higher prices, well, you're going to have some problems there.
Yeah, but that 132.8 range on the euro is really important.
Yeah, no, it's huge, man. I like the. It's so cool, man. It's amazing, folks, when you actually have these numbers prior, because like right now, I mean, I could take some of my shots off at that point, and take a look at it and say, okay, I actually what I'll do is.
And you want to see what's a candle.
I'll tighten up half the stops on the other side of it. That's what I'll do.
That's right. And you just want to see what the candles are like, coming into that area. But I mean, when if we knew nothing,
I'm gonna light up that candle. I'm gonna burn it up, baby. Yeah. Let's see what's the rest of the commodities markets doing out here. Okay, so. Look at, they're still eating sugar. Sugar's up 3%, but other than that, folks...
Hey, we're into Christmas season, man.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's nothing but sugar.
No, totally. But the rest of that commodity is down pretty good. You get silver off 2.5%. You get crude down 1.5%. Copper's down 1%. Wheat's down 9/10. Coffee's down 0.5%. Corn's down 0.5%.
That's the benefit of King Dollar, right?
Yeah, it is. No, it absolutely is, man. I know what we're talking about. Okay, so I don't have the exact number here, folks. Okay, but I will get it for you, right?
Yeah.
I have it, and I brought it in. I misplaced it. Okay, so last week our Federal Reserve came out and said, okay, bottom line, Europe needs dollars, right?
Right.
So what they did flat out is this, folks, is that they made swap lines with the European Central Bank, and they opened them up. Well, the swap lines are always there. They dropped the percentage to 0.5%. The program started 2 days ago. Well, it's exponential in a huge way. And what I mean, I'll give you an idea. I believe that the number was something like...
Well, it's at least 100% increase.
Oh, yeah, no,
what it was.
It was like 12,000% increase.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And I'll get. Let's see. Oh, this is good. Okay, so you're still on after us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll have the numbers.
Yeah.
When we get off, I'll get.
Okay.
It's exponential, folks. Every single bank in Europe came in for U.S. dollars. That's the bottom line.
King Dollar.
Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there. We're coming right back.
This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2 week free test drive right here, right now.
Did you know that the price of gold is up over 24% this year, while the GDX, the Market Vectors Gold Miners ETF, is actually down 1.4% this year? Not all gold stocks are created equal, and not all gold stocks move with the price of gold. In October, Tom O'Brien recommended a buy of FCX in his gold report, and only 6 trading days later advised his clients to close the position, profiting almost 22% in this one trade. During the same 6 trading days, the price of gold was barely up 5%. Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives investors the inside edge they need to profit in this gold market. Each Monday morning, Tom issues a gold market update at around 9:30 a.m., then issues a full report each Tuesday afternoon. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. To order your Gold Report with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com today or call 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at some of the high-volume stocks we have out here. You get Las Vegas Sands down $1.50. GE's off 20. We get JP Morgan Chase down 86. Citigroup's $1.30. BAC's down 11. Halliburton's up 52 after absolutely getting smoked. We go over to the NDX 100. Let's see what we got. Let's see what she's shaking out here. So, putting juice into it. Top side is Apple, Amgen, Yahoo, and Garmin. Garmin, give me a break. Garmin's going to be out of business. Taken away from it is Virgin Media, C-Trip, First Solar, and Info Systems. So good old Apple. Let's go over and see what Apple's doing. So Apple is testing the highs of 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Now this is wild. We'll see whether it can take it. It's 396.41.
Got some volume today.
Yeah, it does.
4 million going into 12 million. Right?
12 million, but that 12 million is going to 26.
Right.
That's the big number.
Yeah.
That's the number. No doubt about it. And Big Blue, if we go over to the Dow for a second, Big Blue, well, it's hanging under the highs. Not doing much. Hanging under the highs.
Yeah.
So
now Halliburton, what the heck? Why is Halliburton moving?
Halliburton's toast. Halliburton. Let's take a look. This thing came down the last 2 days with monster volume.
Sure did.
Look at that.
It did.
She's going after that low out there of 27. She comes down,
which is there's yeah.
And this, folks, could be a monster ABC down. You have you come down with 35 million on the 6th, 34 million yesterday. Right now, you're just going sideways. It's building cars to get into this.
And actually, if you go back to October, see if your chart's got it. If you go back to October 28, 2010, that's really where it's trading inside.
That's a beautiful
thing. Which is a huge, it's the largest volume bar that's out there.
Oh, yeah, look at this thing. Oh, my God.
Look
at that.
Yeah.
Actually, this is interesting. So look at this.
That's where it's trading right now, where your cursor's at right now. And so the bottom of that is where it seems to be headed, which is where the $28
That's 28, but you know what? We can bring it down to the next level.
That's right.
Which is 21. And the 21 would make sense, because what you have here is this, folks. You're watching Tiger TV. You have 21 is the low of the week of June 4th. Now, when you just take the crosshairs, so that has 19 million, but then you're also going into the spike low of 205 million.
Yeah.
So you really want to keep your eye on that, because as it gets down to those levels, as a washout is happening, that very well could be a decent buy at those low points.
Unfortunately, no volume at the highs. That's the,
I know, man.
That's the problem.
No, that is a problem.
Just no volume.
Let me pull this back a little bit further.
I mean, I don't know what the weekly looks like.
No, there isn't. There isn't. There isn't. Wild.
Yeah.
You know. So your first bounce on the euros coming right now. It was already down a penny. It's down 96 ticks. The gold market is going to get interesting here, because if we go just look at the GLD for a second.
Yeah.
What you have with the GLD, folks, it's down 240. You get 4 million shares traded. That 4 million is already inside the... Well, no, it's not inside 166 yet. But oh man, you're certainly a lot more than you were 2 days ago.
Right.
Right now, 2 days ago we were at 10.3.
Yeah.
You know, so don't be surprised if this gaps, jumps a small little creek here at that 165, gets into the 162, and it's still trying to make its way down to that 154. And coming in on a Friday is going to be a trip. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah. Now, when we take a look at just the ETFs that are out there,
yes.
What's interesting is, you know, inside that October 27 swing point, you still have got the diamonds trading inside there, and you still got the small caps trading inside there. You know, so we just haven't gotten a rejection yet.
No, we haven't.
You know, on price or volume.
No, we haven't.
Just hanging in there.
Yeah. Oh, no, big time, too.
You know, and yesterday, you know, you had volume, you know, pick up.
Right.
Yeah, and to stop just the diamonds, just 1 penny before the top of that swing point.
I know. You should have heard him screaming, folks.
I was.
He was absolutely screaming. He walked in. He said, "I can't believe it's one penny before they stopped it." Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. And if you're interested in Tiger dollars, folks, check it out at TFNN. 5 to 10% will go to the Salvation Army. We're going to be right back, folks.
Give the gift of silver. This holiday season, TFNN and Great Panther Silver want to give you the gift of silver. From now until December 30th, TFNN will hold a drawing once a day, 5 days a week, business days only, and one lucky entrant will receive one of these beautiful coins that we will mail to whomever you desire. Winning one of these extraordinary coins could not be easier. There's no contest and no gimmicks, just a simple drawing, allowing you to give the gift of silver this holiday season. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, and so here's, I guess there was he had a statement, Corzine had a statement, folks, for the Agricultural Committee today. I simply do not know where the money is or why the accounts have been not reconciled to date. Give me a break. Unbelievable. In preparing remarks, Corzine apologized for him, global customers, investors, former employees. Their plight weighs on my mind every day, every hour. Sure it does. He should have been thinking about that when...
Oh, man, when he took the trade.
He bet the farm.
Holy cow.
He bet the farm. He bet...
Yeah.
And, the bottom line, folks, is that what I've found, and if you wrap your head around this a little, you'll do a lot better in trading. When you know you have responsibility, you absolutely take stops.
Yeah.
And it's a different ballgame. And if you're just going to blow your brains out, well, that's, you can do that when you're, 18, 19, 20, maybe 25. But after that, if you have a family, you better not be blowing your brains out, man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a culture out there in because managing money, investing money isn't taught anywhere.
Yeah.
Throughout the educational
money.
process.
Right.
Okay. And then you get tied up in your career, right? As you're coming out of school, let's say.
Right.
You get tied up in your career, and you're really focused. You're there on your career and or developing a relationship at the same point in time.
Right.
And that takes up your basket. And so the opportunity to check a couple boxes and have some of your money, let's say tax free, if you will.
Yes.
Go to retirement makes a lot of sense.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't have, but the reality is that we're in a culture where, 90+% of folks don't use, there's no stops behind their money, even if they're not managing it. I'm with you. It's the culture that's out there.
Yeah.
And and it was the one thing that really grinded at me during the 2008, 2000, early 2009 time frame was because so many people were hurt that didn't need to be hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
And just imagine, just how much if those folks had just used and I don't care what you use as a stop. You can use just a 200-day moving average as a
Doesn't
stop,
matter.
which is going to be like about 15% underneath where the market is trading for the most part.
Right.
Okay, so it's like a 15% stop basically.
Sure.
Mathematically, that's how it works. And so if you just use that, just imagine how much better the economy would be.
Yes, big time. Because people would have cash.
Yeah,
they'd have cash, no doubt.
So I don't want people making that same. It's unnecessary to make that mistake.
No, there's no doubt. There's no reason to, because the bottom line, all you have to do is look at a pattern, press the button, and say that's it. You can take your ball and go home.
No, which is one of the greatest things
right.
that you talk about, that you teach folks here. It would really be interesting to do a study, on MF Global. Now the problem is they're struggling to figure out where the money's gone. But it would be interesting to try to get in the mind of the financial position where they were at as the trades were coming on internally.
Yes.
And understanding, what possibly could have been going, what was the thought process there?
That's right.
That's what I would be asking the questions about. Okay, if you're responsible, for you're saying you're taking responsibility for the trade, and you don't know where the money's at. So okay, we've got people working on that. So we'll let you know,
yes.
where that one's at. Okay,
right.
But so let's go back and take a look at from the time you came in to where you're at, and you're taking responsibility for those trades. Okay, what was the financial position along the way? How did you, what was the thought process behind taking those trades?
Right.
Anyways, I don't know. That would
And-
just be me if
and-
I was,
no,
if I was
absolutely.
asking, if I was asking questions.
His initial PR response, and now this wasn't from him, but this is from PR firms that, they get firms that are coming out here simultaneously making sides out of this, okay?
Yeah.
And the initial deal is that he felt that the European sovereign debt issue wouldn't get as big as it was, and he felt that no, they're going to save all those banks and no one's going to take a haircut, which is just absolutely sick. So the bigger macro deal, he was doing this on a macro deal, and what he was doing, folks, is he was saying flat out that, he likes socialism, that, bottom line is that, you privatize the profits and socialize the losses.
Right.
So he was banking on that. He was banking on socializing losses.
Yeah.
And thus far, that hasn't happened yet, because they're saying that the Greek bondholders will take a 50% haircut. So watch what they've done, though. This is what the banks have done. They've actually socialized the losses, but in a different way. This time what they did is that they changed the rules.
Yeah.
So they changed the rules, and what they said is that if you had insurance, it doesn't matter anymore.
Right, that's correct.
Okay?
That's
You're
right,
not going to
that's
get
right.
paid in the insurance. We're going to take your money anyway.
Yeah.
So, pretty wild, no doubt. Let's go take a look and see what kind of juice we got. And I said, I think what the market needs right here, I got to feed this market.
Yes, you do. You got to feed it early, right?
Yeah,
That's
we got to go find some salmon. We got to feed some good salmon.
Okay, yeah.
So right now you got 184 million on the NYSE, which is nothing. Yeah, but see, the Nasdaq got it going. The same with yesterday. Nasdaq, it got it going somewhat. We're at 476 million.
Yeah, you had some volume pickup, but the Nasdaq is or the Qs specifically, are. Your take. Let's take a look at this, okay?
Right.
Just simply take a look at the 4 ETF structures that are out there.
Okay.
And the Qs are absolutely. If we're just simply going to use as a benchmark, October 27th, right?
Right.
I mean, that's the swing point that's out there. We should use that as a benchmark.
That's right.
Okay. So the Qs can't even get. I mean, it's only been able to get up to the 0.786 retracement from the top of that down to November 25th when we came back from Thanksgiving.
Right.
So in this case, and we know that the Qs are. If you take a look at it on a monthly chart, okay, the Qs, I mean, strongest index out there.
That's right.
Got up over, highs, and, but, so now, in this case here, would you be taking a look at, let's say there's going to be reversal in the marketplace, would you take a look at, because of, right now, this weakness, that if they couldn't lead us up, will they lead us down?
I would suspect they will.
I mean, or they did lead us up, but right now, where it can't get up to where the other ETF structures are inside October 27th, would you venture to say that more likely this would lead us down if there is going to be
I would say
real
yes.
market turn here?
But the problem right now for us bears are that there's not enough juice downtown. Now, right now it's still hanging at these highs.
Today, you're talking.
Yeah, you're only down 13. No, in a larger portion, yes. The larger deal to me, we're going to $52. Now, if in fact we don't do this, today, it's going to be like, okay, we're going to do it another day.
Well, we got
tomorrow.
a full moon. Yeah, I got the full moon, lunar eclipse coming in on Saturday.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Tomorrow works and Monday works.
The key that I'm going to continue to watch here, as long as that dollar stays where it is and the euro stays where it is, this market's toast.
Yeah.
Because King Dollar wants to rule.
Yeah.
No doubt.
King Dollar up 35 ticks, baby.
Beautiful thing, man. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, you stay right there, folks. We have the Dow down 56, Nasdaq off 12, S&Ps are off 9.5. We're going to be right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, your ultimate trading mastery system, before December 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but two exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, The Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you have until December 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Hi, folks. Steve Rhodes here. Tom O'Brien and I need your help. Together, let's change the cash for gold industry once and for all. Now is the time to unleash the game changer, and that's you, folks. We've all seen the power of viral marketing. It's overthrown dictators, and now it's time to rid the thieves in this cash for gold industry. Together, we can change this industry in a heartbeat. You know about our industry-leading payouts, our free tools, our video valuation, and the education that we provide to help folks value their jewelry. Tom and I are experts and the industry's most trusted team. Please join us now by spreading the word to your entire email list. We'll pay you 5% of the total payout, which on average would be $50 per transaction. 100 transactions is $5,000 in your pocket. We'd rather put our marketing dollars in your pocket and more money in your referrals pocket. Go to TigerMetalExchange.com and click on the Become a Partner button to join our team. Let's start a revolution, folks. We can't do it without you. TigerMetalExchange.com, the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to thefrontoftfnn.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Rand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
Catch Steve Rhodes as he teaches techniques on technical analysis using pattern recognition, celestial charting, Fibonacci, and other tools, as well as money management while reaching for those trading and investing profits. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes, up next on TFNN.
That's right. You stay right there, folks, because Steve's got lots of salmon. He's going to be throwing it in the market ASAP. And listen, folks, we have that Tiger Dollar special promotion going on at TFNN. The way it's working is that you get a 30% match on the Tiger Dollars to December 18th. But what we're also doing is that we're giving from 5 to 10% to Salvation Army in your name, folks.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
So if you're not giving, you're not living, folks.
That's right, man. It's nothing like it. It's a beautiful thing. Let's go to Rick in British Columbia. Hey, Rick, what's going on, brother?
How you doing, guys?
Good. We're doing great, man. Well, hey, well, how cold is it up there?
This morning, well, we're Celsius, right? And for every 5 Celsius drop, 9 Fahrenheit. If, like, for instance, minus 5 Celsius drop, take 9 off, 32 Fahrenheit, right? And we're about minus 10, so, you know.
Are you buying those snuggles?
I think you're blowing that cold air down here. It's like 48 degrees this morning.
That's intense.
Well, that's good because I'm along the UNG right now, so I hope you guys get a lot of cold weather.
That's great.
Hey, I'm going to argue the bullish case here.
That's okay. You can be wrong. That's no problem.
First of all, I know I'm in the majority. It's all I hear is people. The reason I'm saying this is I want to look at the EWG.
Yeah.
And I would like to look at Barclays, which is the BCS. And then I would like you, because you get the volume on the DAX, I don't. Look at the highs on the 27th on the EWG.
Right.
and also the BCS, Barclays.
Where the problem comes in, Rick, is this. Now, you're right. The 27 has volume everywhere, okay? So if we actually look at the indice of the DAX, it's 333 million. You're going into 435, though. So it was 100 million shot.
Okay.
And,
okay, well, that's why that was really what I phoned for, because if you look at these two stocks, you'd say, you know, you could argue about the bullish case real easy.
Oh, yeah. No. Listen, we're at that. There's no doubt about it that the point of the market's at, you can argue both sides of the deal.
Yeah, but in this case here, if I were just taking a look at the EWG, and even though you see that volume out there and you've got that island reversal, I give you've got more people stranded up there. You've got a supply line.
That's right. That's right too. Yeah, that's right. High volume. That's right too. Yeah.
Anytime you get up near there, people on that island, they want a life preserver and they're going to sell. So you got that. Now this because the way that it's traded, it's got gaps all over the place.
Yeah, believe me, I am 100%. I follow volume like a hawk.
Yes,
volume is as important or more important than price. But there's two times, and I know, Tom, you always say volume is volume, but look at the darn volume yesterday on a 15-minute bar when it was all false news. It was new. It was completely false news that took it up there. You know what I mean? Like on the SPY, for example.
Oh yeah, but to me, let me tell you, the way that the market is spiking, and I mentioned this yesterday, I mentioned it this morning as soon as I come on. This is crash type scenarios. I can teach people how volume comes in and all this, but I can tell you the way the market is trading right now, this is a crash type of scenario. This is what markets love to do before they crash. And when I say crash, I don't expect 10% in one day, but I do expect this is the beginning of 2 to 3 weeks. That's going to be a disaster. This is what they love to do. They spike. Yes, they spike today. Every time I see a spike, I love it.
Let's take the other fundamental side, right? You got Santa Claus rally. You got money that's supposed to be coming into the marketplace because of pension funds and so forth. Right. And if you can't get the market to move up coming into January, what does that tell you? Is that good news or bad news?
Yeah, exactly.
Fundamentally, I say, hey, that's a sign. That
RTH too. Everybody's doing a lot of shopping in December. I don't think there's a lot of shopping going on in January.
That's right. Exactly.
Okay.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Thanks, guys.
Listen, folks, you stay right there. Our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, is coming right back with you at 11 to 12. Then we're going to Tucson, Arizona. Larry's freezing out in Tucson too. 12 to 1. Ken Shreve in California. He'll warm you up. We'll finish you up 4 to 6 this afternoon.
Your cable rates.